Many spend their lives waiting for the ideal moment, waiting to feel ready, disciplined, confident, and focused before taking action. This is a truth that must be understood. That day will never come. Change doesn't happen when we feel different. It happens when we act differently. As the ancient philosophers already knew, we are what we repeatedly do. The concept of fake it until you become it is not a lie or a superficial performance. It is applied science. It's a principle that recognizes a fundamental truth about human nature. Identity is malleable and can be consciously shaped through consistent action. So, in the next few minutes, focus on the content and not on daily distractions. Let's begin. The neuroscience of transformation. When you act in a certain way, you are sending a clear message to the brain. It registers these actions and assimilates them as neural networks. Every time someone acts like a disciplined person, even if they don't fully identify as such yet, even without fully believing they are that person, the brain is recording and cataloging these actions. This process is known as neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and form new neural connections throughout life. It's not about lying to yourself, but about consciously programming a new version of who you can be. It's the stoic recognition that we have power over our actions, even when we don't control our circumstances. Every time you act according to the person you want to become, waking up early, exercising, studying, working with purpose, reading, writing, you're not pretending in a negative sense. You're anticipating the future version of yourself. Fundamentally, you are not faking, you are becoming. This principle extends far beyond basic habits like waking up early or exercising. It helps create connection and identification with all the qualities and attributes you want to experience internally. The Stoics understood that virtue is not a natural state, but something to be practiced and cultivated through repeated action. The 3 pillars of transformation. First pillar, defining the desired identity with clarity. True transformation begins not with goals, but with identity. You must clearly define who you want to be, not just what you want to achieve. This distinction is crucial. Goals are temporary, identity is enduring. To gain this clarity, reflect deeply on fundamental questions. How does the person you want to be think? How does that person act on difficult days? What do they tolerate or refuse to tolerate? What are their non-negotiable principles? How do they respond to adversity? What is their relationship with discomfort? For example, if the goal is to become a disciplined and confident person, that person would likely wake up at the set time, regardless of how they feel. Consistently keep their commitments. Treat physical and mental health as priorities. Speak with self-respect and dignity. Maintain high standards in all areas of life. Face challenges with serenity and determination. This phase requires brutal honesty with yourself. It's not about creating fantasy, but about identifying realistic, admirable traits you can develop. The Stoics emphasized the importance of self-acknowledge as the foundation for any genuine transformation. Second pillar, embodying the new identity. Once you establish clarity about who you want to be, the next step is to start living as that person. That means dressing as they would dress, speaking as they would speak, eating as they would eat, training as they would train, working as they would work. This is not theater or superficial performance. It is the conscious embodiment of elements that this idealized person would naturally have in their daily life. It's recognizing that our external environments influence our internal states and vice versa. Consider someone who wants to become more confident and professionally successful. If this person works from home, they probably wouldn't work in pajamas or in a messy environment. More likely, they would keep a clean, inspiring workspace, dress appropriately, even at home, maintain confident body posture, establish routines that reflect professionalism, treat their time with respect and structure. The resistance is natural in this process. The brain, seeking to conserve energy, tends to return to the automatic and familiar. This resistance shouldn't be seen as failure, but as a natural part of growth. The Stoics taught us that discipline is a muscle that must be trained daily. The key lies in gentle persistence with yourself, recognizing that every moment offers a new opportunity to choose who you want to be. Each small action is a vote for the kind of person you are becoming. Third pillar, creating tangible evidence. The third and perhaps most crucial aspect is the systematic creation of evidence that proves the transformation. The brain responds powerfully to concrete proof, not just abstract ideas. The recommended practice is simple yet transformative. Every night before bed, write down 3 specific actions taken that day that brought you closer to your desired self. For example, today I trained even though I didn't feel like it. I didn't hit the snooze button. I said no without feeling the need to over-explain. I acted with confidence during an important presentation. I kept my composure during a stressful situation. I chose nutritious food when I was tempted to eat poorly. This exercise serves multiple crucial purposes. Mental solidification. Writing takes thoughts out of the mental fog and materializes them into tangible evidence. Seeing actions written down makes them real in a way vague thoughts cannot. Neural reinforcement. Each recorded proof strengthens the neural connections associated with the new identity. The brain begins to recognize a consistent behavioral pattern, making these behaviors more natural and automatic. Psychological momentum. Documented progress creates a positive motivation cycle. Each small recorded victory becomes fuel for future actions. Personal accountability. Writing creates a sense of responsibility that goes beyond good intentions. The philosophy of anticipation. All genuine and lasting construction in life is based on a new identity, not merely on actions taken to reach specific goals. When you fake it until you become it, you are consciously and intentionally anticipating your future identity. Continues with physical transformation, professional success, intellectual development. The virtue of present action. The Stoics understood a fundamental truth. If we wait to feel ready before doing anything, we'll spend our entire lives waiting. Readiness is a myth. Action is the only reality that matters. If someone waits to feel completely ready to start a business, they'll never start. If they wait to feel fully motivated to take care of their health, they'll never make lasting changes. The time to act is not when we feel ready. It is now, with the conditions we have. True change doesn't come when we feel prepared, but when we take the first step. It is through action that we develop competence, confidence, and capacity. As the Stoics observed, we are forged through what we do, not through what we feel. The transformative power of repetition. By acting like the person you want to be over and over, you eventually become that person. This is not magical thinking, but recognition of how human psychology and neuroscience work. Repeated actions create neural patterns. Neural patterns shape thoughts, and thoughts shape identity. There will come a moment when faking is no longer necessary. The new identity will have become natural and authentic. But that moment only arrives if the first step is taken today. The responsibility of self-construction. Identity is not something fixed or determined by fate. It is a continuous construction. Every day, through thousands of small choices and actions, we are building who we are. This construction has been happening our whole lives up to this point, often unconsciously. The difference now is awareness and the power of choice. We can keep repeating the same actions and remain who we are, or we can deliberately change our actions and become someone different, the person we admire and want to be. This is both liberating and daunting. It means we are not victims of our current personality or past circumstances. Within realistic limits, we have the power to redesign ourselves. Discipline as daily practice. The Stoics saw discipline not as a fixed personality trait, but as a daily practice. Each day offers opportunities to strengthen the muscle of self-discipline through small, consistent choices. This perspective removes the pressure of instant transformation and replaces it with the power of gradual progress. You don't need to wake up tomorrow as a completely different person. You just need to make one slightly better choice, then another, then another. The accumulation of these choices over time creates deep, lasting change. It is the power of compound interest applied to personal growth. Resistance and relapses as part of the process. It is crucial to recognize that internal resistance and occasional relapses are not signs of failure, but natural parts of transformation. The brain is biologically programmed to conserve energy and maintain existing patterns. When we feel resistance to sustaining new behaviors, we shouldn't interpret it as proof that we're not that kind of person. Instead, we should see it as evidence that we are pushing against the boundaries of our current comfort zone, precisely where growth occurs. The Stoics taught us to see obstacles not as problems, but as opportunities to cultivate virtue. Each moment of resistance overcome is a vote for the person we are becoming, the integration of inner and outer change. One of the deepest insights of this approach is how it integrates external change with internal transformation. We often think we must first change internally, feelings, beliefs, motivation, before we can act differently. This approach reverses that sequence. By acting as the person we want to be, we create evidence for our brain that we are capable of such actions. That evidence gradually changes our beliefs about ourselves, which in turn makes future similar actions more natural and automatic. It's a cycle of positive reinforcement. Action leads to evidence. Evidence changes belief. New belief facilitates future action. Each iteration of this cycle strengthens the new desired identity. The importance of patience with the process. True transformation is gradual, not instant. Like a tree that grows imperceptibly day by day, yet becomes majestic over years, our identity changes through small, consistent actions over time. This perspective helps keep expectations realistic and prevents premature discouragement. Real change doesn't happen in days or weeks, but in months and years of consistent practice. The Stoics valued persistence and patience as essential virtues precisely for this reason. The role of environment in transformation. Our environments exert powerful influence on our behaviors and identity. Part of faking it until becoming it involves consciously creating environments that support the desired identity. This may mean Organizing physical spaces to reflect the values of the person you want to be. Surrounding yourself with people who model the desired qualities. Consuming content, books, podcasts, videos that reinforces the new identity. Removing environmental influences that sabotage growth. The environment doesn't completely determine who we are, but it certainly can make some choices easier or harder. Creating a supportive environment is a smart investment in transformation. The social dimension of identity. Although personal transformation is fundamentally an individual process, it does not happen in isolation. Our identities are partly shaped and reinforced through our social interactions. That means it may be helpful to communicate desired changes to supportive people. Seek communities that share similar values. Find mentors or role models who already embody the desired identity. Be patient with relationships that may need to adjust to your transformation. Some people in our lives may resist the changes we make, especially if those changes highlight areas where they wish to grow but are not ready to do the work. This social resistance is normal and should not discourage personal growth. Conclusion: the power of present choice. The fundamental truth behind the philosophy of fake it until you become it is that we have far more power over who we become than we usually recognize. Every present moment offers a choice: remain who we were yesterday, or take a small step toward who we want to be tomorrow. This journey doesn't require perfection or instant transformation. It is a daily practice of consistent small choices, each a vote for the kind of person we are becoming. Over time, those votes accumulate into a new identity, not through magic, but through the consistent application of well-established principles of how the human brain learns and adapts. The time to begin is not when we feel ready. The time is now, with the awareness that every action we take is shaping who we are becoming. The person we want to be is not a distant destination, but a series of choices we can start making immediately. In the end, we are not truly pretending to be someone we are not. We are revealing who we have the potential to become, one conscious action at a time. This is both the responsibility and the extraordinary privilege of being human. The power to consciously participate in our own creation. Hope you enjoyed the video, and since you made it this far, share your thoughts with us and write Armored Wisdom in the comments. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Until next time.